now returning you to the Children of Primus.
Train. You never know which one's going to show up.
And we're live.
And we are live.
What are we looking at? Looking at the floor. No, a table. A wooden table that looks like a wooden floor.
Maybe they cut out a piece of the floor and now it's on the table.
Not possible.
Yeah, maybe.
Not physically possible. Though the table does represent my floor very well. For an instance, so like this is the table, this is the actual floor. So it represents it perfectly. But today you guys are going to get to watch me do stop motion since I don't have that much to share today, and I'd like to have some more to share.
Oh, you're going to make them as we go. Now that's interesting.
That is very cool. So
all the secrets are revealed.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Fabulous secrets were revealed.
So first I have to transform the figure first. Unfortunately...
Don't cut any parts off of it.
I'm not going to take off any parts off an $80 transformer.
Beast Hunter smoke screen is fairly complicated.
The Lord Toy Warp's not here because I'm going to end up losing it. I'm going to go Bayverse Prime on all of you. Well, the one to talk about the...
I don't know what that means because Bayverse doesn't exist in my reality. So I don't know what you mean by when you say
Give me your face!
You're going to go Bayverse Prime on me. You're going to go bad animation, bad storyline on me? Is that...
You're going to dramatically monologue while Linkin Park plays behind you?
Did y'all see that clip that I put on the thing?
Yep.
Where it was a Linkin Park concert, and when they got that pulled up the sign, it's represented by Michael Bay.
That was perfect.
Yeah, it was a meme like last year on the internet for people to do re-edits of the ending of movies, and it was, what if this movie was released in 2007?
Mm-hmm.
And they would always set the last few minutes of the movie to the beginning of What I've Done, and like crash into it when the credits roll, like the end of the 2007 Transformers movie. And there was some like really well done ones.
You know, just like two people walking on the street, one bumps into each other, then just explosions, directed by Michael Bay. You know, drop like a jug of milk on the floor, then explosions, directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah. Well, it would be like here's the ending of The Lion King, where they're, you know, doing the Pride Rock thing, except they're playing the beginning of the Linkin Park song, and then when it just crashes into The Lion King, it's just like, what I've done.
Funny fact, actually, about today. So today, my mom and I have been doing a bunch of Guitar Hero stuff, and in the Guitar Hero,
takes me back.
That song in specific is actually one of the songs you can play. I've beaten the first one, which is Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, and now we're doing Guitar Hero World Tour. And I've been introduced to another genre of music completely. Well, a bunch of other bands from like the 90s. And I've been enjoying all those bands.
Back in the day, my
do you have the actual World Tour kit that has the drums and everything?
Oh.
No, we don't have the World Tour kit. We only have the World Tour DVD. The game.
Those drums sell for like $1,000.
Yeah. Look who finally joined us after a while.
It got discontinued, and people love that system.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're hard to come by because mine's got a broken cymbal on it, and I was like, well, I'll just buy one on eBay.
And you turn around
Holy
like, nope.
smokes! $875 for one that's got a broken stand.
Wow.
My Guitar Hero game was Guitar Hero 3. That happened to be the one that came out when I was really into it. And to this day, there's a list of songs where if I hear them, I'm like, oh, that's a Guitar Hero 3 song, because that particular playlist was like so in my head.
Yeah, I remember just shredding it to beat it.
Was hardcore around. It was hardcore around here for a long time. We had bars in the area that jumped on it, and it would have Guitar Hero competitions.
Have you guys seen? It's popular on streaming right now. There's like this carbon copy of it where you can upload your own songs, and then you can upload the little finger map from the guitar, and then you can stream it on Twitch.
Oh, what's it called? Ooh, cat.
Well, I mean, they've had that on the Xbox for a long time.
Um,
Because my buddy Pete, my IT guy. Now, this may just be a programmer's thing too, though, but he's been able to do that for I want to say at least 8 or 10 years.
I will have to look and see because I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called like Rock Hero or something like similar like that. But it has literally like thousands of songs, and you just
hmm
upload the map into it,
Nice.
and you could choose from
legal
literally any
distinct.
song ever. Like I have a friend who she has a thing called Metal Mondays where she plays that every single Monday, and the chat picks a song out of like millions. It's actually really
Nice.
cool.
Oh, nice.
I'm surprised it hasn't brought the genre back into a onto
Like,
console.
why has it gone this? Like, for some odd reason, it flopped, and I don't know why. And from what
Well-
I've heard, like
It only
like what I've
flopped on
seen,
PlayStation. It only flopped on PlayStation. It is still going in Xbox. You can
Interesting.
download brand new songs on Xbox still.
I remember
we
playing
have,
it on
we have the
GameCube.
Wii. We played on the Wii.
Xbox put it on the stream or whatever, the internet, to where it's not a disc. You just have to be logged in, and you can buy songs. And because that's what we do for New Year's Eve, we go over to Pizza and we play what we call Drunken Rock Band. And
Nice.
that's our New Year's Eve party. We're all just sitting out there rocking out. He's got it on a projector screen outside.
Nice.
I think it's one of those things where it's like it wasn't exactly a fad because it's still around, but it enjoyed an initial huge wave of popularity, and then it settled down, and now the people who are into it are into it, and the general, the casual people have moved on, but then it still keeps going because it still has its specific audience. I think that's where it's at.
I did.
The PlayStation, the World Tour drums were damn near just a set of electric drums. It had actual high sets for cymbals, and then it had the drums down below. I've got mine in the next room over there.
Yeah, it was really
I said
cool.
I had to
I remember
rewire
reading-
it because of that broken wire.
Have you seen Violin Hero?
My
Yes.
hero.
Violin Hero?
Yeah, so like Violin Hero is really popular now too. It's essentially the same thing, just with the violin.
Nice.
I
Spin-
think that defeats
Spin,
the
they made
purpose of
a-
Guitar Hero.
They made a Mixmaster Hero.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
there's a DJ Hero, and I think that's what it's actually called, isn't it, Prime? Is it
Yeah,
called DJ
I
Hero?
remember it being called that.
Where you're
It's-
mixing and scratching and everything.
It's funny because I remember I was watching a stream.
May have just been a
And,
US thing, but yeah.
I remember
we
watching
had that
someone do the '86 theme song version of Transformers by Lion on Rock Hero,
Nice.
and I thought that was the funniest thing to me.
Nice.
I want to see Instruments of Destruction be played on Guitar Hero or Rock Band. That would be awesome. Because right
Speaking-
now, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Right now, so for me, I've been playing a bunch of Guitar Hero, and now my mom finally has challenged me, and so far I've done better than her almost. And now I can actually do medium on a bunch of my old favorite songs. And the recent song that I just did, this was my very first song ever attempted on hard and actually beated it, was Nirvana. What was the song again? It was a Nirvana song.
Because it smells like Teen Spirit, because that's like a big one.
It's not that one. It is not
Huh.
that one.
Immediately impressed that it's
About
not
a
just
girl.
that.
It was
Yeah.
the About a Girl Live Unplugged for MTV.
Oh.
That was the song that I did.
Honestly, I'll give you credit because the fact that you know another song besides "Smells Like Teen Spirit," good
Yeah.
for you. There's not a lot of like.
I don't listen to that song. Disclaimer.
Sure.
I've never heard the song there.
It's a great song. I say listen to it, but
Yeah.
it's not the only
Yeah.
one, and people don't understand that.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just that's the one that everybody defaults to when they talk about Nirvana.
You
They're
know,
just like, yeah, dude, I'm a Nirvana fan. I love like "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and it's like, go to hell.
Right. Right.
Also,
I just wonder
did,
what
I just
since
want to
Chrysler mentioned that Violin Hero, like there's a band I like called Unlucky Morpheus, and they have both bass guitarists and then a violinist, often playing at the same time. And I wonder what like a those having two people have to play those two instruments on the same game would be like.
I mean, it's just simple like rock opera, really.
Yeah. I've seen people play the game like all together, specifically Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, and it's very awesome to see how it plays out because the beats and everything work together with the actual song when you do it on expert mode or hard mode.
Cool. And on that note, welcome to the Frenzy Freestyle Sunday, TelaTraan 1 segment.
Welcome to our Guitar Hero podcast.
Guitar Hero, DJ Hero, World
And custom
Tour
squishies.
Hero.
My sister made this for me.
Oh, cool.
I actually have a
Wow,
pretty cool reveal for tonight because my birthday is tomorrow, so I got myself a little birthday present. They
Happy
also
birthday.
made a reveal.
Happy birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early
Thank you.
birthday, PK.
Thank you. I actually got this. It's from 2006. It's the comic version of the animated movie.
Oh,
Let me
you
guess.
know
It
what's-
has that cut. It has. Does it have the cutscene? Does it have the cutscene of what's happening on the arc?
Yeah, that'd be the
Yeah.
trade that has it. So the extra scenes they made that explained why the Combiners and Omega Supreme weren't there.
Yeah, it's by
I still don't get how
IDW.
Defensor was able to fly. I don't get that.
So
Nobody does.
interesting thing, you check the credits on that. That is actually adapted by Bob Budiansky. They briefly got him back to work on that.
Mm.
Yes, it was for the 20th anniversary, and it also has a special spotlight. It says on the back for Hot Rod.
Oh, Spotlight
well.
Hot Rod's in there. Yeah.
Yes, for Spotlight Hot Rod, and I'll just show like a little. It's really cool. I recommend picking it up. Sorry, my camera quality isn't the best today, but it even has like I'm wondering if it has the all shit in it in the movie.
I don't think they would censor it in a modern thing. So, in fact, I
But-
think they'd make sure that happens.
Mhm.
There's another little thing I remember they did there. They try to sort of half explain why Cyclonus's armada immediately vanishes, because during the bit later on, kind of where they're trying to get in the arcs and the Galvatron's group attacks them, they specifically draw Grimlock belching fire and blowing up the other Cyclonus jet, so he just dies there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, it's got the full death, prime death scene and everything. He's even gray.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. It says the back says in Transformers the animated movie, the dreaded planet-consuming Unicron is headed to the war-torn Cybertron. And it just explains the whole thing. It says plus a bonus spotlight story featuring Hot Rod. It's
Yeah.
it's from the 20th anniversary, and it's got really nice colors. It's very vibrant. It's 100 and something pages, and I think it's a really cool find. I only picked it up for about $7.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So, Spotlight Hot Rod is an early issue of IDW's like rebooted continuity. I think Simon Furman wrote that story. Again, check the credits. And Nick Roche did the art, who's another like big name in the modern comics.
What I like about the Spotlight is that the art style is kind of different than
Yeah.
the overall story of the movie. So it's kind of like two comics in one.
Yeah, basically.
So I like it. Like I liked that they didn't rework all of the. It's a bit more gritty. I liked that they didn't rework the artwork to kind of match the movie. It
I
kind of
think
just
it's
like
Don
gives it its own-
Figueroa.
Yeah,
On the main book.
yeah. It's to me it gives it its own personality, so it gives you something else excited to look forward to.
Nice.
But I do like this right here to me is really cool. It's got like Ultra Magnus and Hot Rod and the Sharkticons and
I
the
don't got time for this.
That's not quite it, but good enough.
He's
Oh, that's a
I couldn't-
cover
I
gallery.
I just can't
Right.
right now.
I
tried.
can't do this right now.
If you look, it's really small too. Like it like fits in the palm of your hand. It's a really small book.
Cool.
Like you could probably like
interesting.
put it in like your back pocket.
Oh, so it's like a pocket-sized version instead of like the big kind of trades they usually do.
Yeah, it's really small. Like so, I thought it was cool when it showed up. Like we got something from Thrift Books. And I thought it would be
Nice.
bigger, and so I was confused. I didn't know what it was, and I opened it, and I didn't realize it would be so tiny. Um, but I think it's really cool. Like the battle scene in it is really cool. I like to show off like this one specifically, this little of Prime versus Megatron. You've got like all the little flashes and
They do it as a
Nice.
montage.
yeah, which I
Nice.
think is really cool because it gives like the movie a new identity.
Yeah.
And it's funny because after this came in, I made my girlfriend sit down and watch the movie for the first time
Oh,
yesterday.
nice.
And we're sitting there jamming out to Weird Owl. Like,
What was her thoughts of all the famous Autobots dying?
Didn't know who they were.
Yeah, it doesn't hit the same when you don't know who the characters are.
Mhm.
actually, she does.
Oh,
Her and her friend are big into Transformers.
oh, cool.
There you go.
So, I don't know. I just think it's like really cool putting it into a comic. Like, you kind of get to see the movie from a different perspective. And it's like it's just enough 80s that like you can look at it and you can hear the songs in the background while you're reading it. So I think that's really cool, and it's a little bit grittier than the movie as well.
Makes
I
me
will
think
s-
of that bit in the modern Skybound comics where, Optimus gets powered up and does a big stand, and the
Just the
behind
store's
him
devastated.
it just says you know the song because they obviously wanted to play You Got the Touch there, so he just wrote that behind Optimus in the art.
You know the song.
Yeah.
I'll say like this is another cool like little like montage type thing here. When
yeah, everybody
Megatron
being
is becoming
created.
Galvatron. Like
Yeah.
I just think it looks really cool. It's
Hmm.
really like visually pleasing. I actually didn't even know about this version of it until a couple days ago and saw it and was like, dude, for like $8, like Unicron looks
Ooh.
devastating in this. Like he
Mhm.
looks like he would mess you up.
It's funny how me having spent the last few years like basically rereading every comic for this book club means I look at that and I'm like, oh, that's Don Figueroa art. I don't know what that looks like now specifically.
Which
He's got a style.
it's really cool that they got him in this.
Yeah.
To me, I think that's really cool. It makes it feel just as authentic.
Yeah. Hey, Don
It
Figueroa was
it takes
also
me back to because I know it's Toy Warp isn't here, but I remember back at the 20th anniversary we went to our mall and they had a room that was set up and they had like the Unicron melody playing and they had some like cool hands-on stuff. So like it really takes me back to like really cool childhood memory too of like when I was first getting into Transformers and I was walking around, I was seeing like the Unicron toy and all this like movie
Nice.
art. So I think it's just a really cool piece.
Nice.
I can shamelessly transition into the thing I got because Don Figueroa was also involved in its creation. I
Perfect.
found the other Age of the Primes leader, Megatronus the Fallen, and this is a wicked figure. I just want to talk. I just need to stop and talk about that fact.
Is that
Do
the
you have
comic
any-
book
That's,
version?
that's the only one that
Ooh,
I ordered.
fire.
Yeah.
That's,
It's
that's the only one of the
it's
primes that I ordered.
Do you
Yeah.
have any of the other primes fear? Because there's a talk that they all combine together all the weapons. Well, all the
that's what I've
relics.
heard. I don't necessarily plan on going in on any others, but I wanted this guy because, like, the Fallens had a lot of different designs, right? Like, he was in a movie even, but
And
they
that's a
specific.
spot on comic art design.
Yeah, this is a really accurate reproduction of what he looked like when he first appeared in Dreamwave back in 2002, drawn by Don Figueroa. I'm going to see if I can do a screen share here because I got the panel from the wiki of him showing up just for reference.
You know what's interesting about you showing that is that the other day I came across a 2015 Comic Con exclusive version of that.
Yeah. The
So it's
Fallen?
interesting that so it's interesting that you're bringing that up now, and it's only like $150. I saw it the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see it's he doesn't have his accessories there, and this guy's got more stuff attached to him, but it's like a direct copy of his original design, like all the surface details and everything, and he's on fire still.
My dad at our Walmart saw only sent, and I think this is something I realized that's super funny. Going
Mhm.
off the Ironhide died by Sanal Prime thing, the funny thing is my dad saw Sentinel Prime. Like, everybody in stores has been seeing only Sentinel Prime from Transformers 1 and the WFC Ironhide. And there's been a bunch of memes happening of where they have Ironhide in front, then Sentinel in the middle, and then Megatron in the back from each movie, seeing who will die first. And most likely it's going to be Sentinel who dies first.
I just wanted to show this guy off quickly so I could put him into tank mode and continue taking photos. The big thing about him is usually with a leader class figure, there's like, you know how there's that triangle of like, you can do things fast, cheap, or quick, but you can't have all three.
Yes.
There's like a Transformers version of that with these big guys where it's like, they can't be like large and also have a lot of accessories and also have a lot of articulation and also have a lot of parts and have a lot of deco. Something's got to go. But somehow this guy isn't compromised at all. Like, he has all the extra articulation. He's got like way too many accessories. Like, that's multiple.
I like
things
how they involved his RID 2015 like scepter actually from like the actual film. Well, not film.
Like these flame effects, you can give them to other people if you want.
Heck yes!
Best on him. Yeah.
Could you imagine how cool the flame effects would look on like a Megatron figure?
Oh yes.
I could try and make that happen.
If you have the what is it called, the Siege Megatron, I think that might be your best bet to try and attempt that, since that might be the best one that looks the best. Speaking of Siege Megatron, a friend of mine actually, so I believe what's his name again? It's another DJD member. What was his name?
Tarn?
It's not Tarn. It's
Voss?
another one of the. Wait, who'd you say?
Voss, VOS.
No, it's not Voss. No, this is like a big honcho. It's not like any of the other guys who become accessories.
Kaon?
It's not Kaon.
I don't remember any of the others.
Well, for an instance, another DJ member is the Overlord, which is, Impactor's his number one enemy. Another... what is his name? He has a cannon hand. What is his name? I just gotta go into my Insta. A friend of mine made a custom for everybody to try and attempt, basically. And I'm thinking about trying to buy the parts to actually attempt this character.
While he's looking that up. We're big Fallout fans here, so...
Oh. I'm vaguely aware that's a thing.
That's
From
cool.
Fallout.
Where did you get that from?
Nemo.
Nice.
Alright, his actual name is Turmoil.
Turmoil. Oh, yeah, he's not a DJD member. He's just a large bad guy.
I have a whole box of stuff, so you just tell me when you want me to go.
All right.
With my friends in stop motion series, they put him in with the DJD just because of how he's a big bad.
Real quick, I attached the flames to Megatron. They fit on his shoulders nicely, but I had to put the other ones at the ends of his guns. So
I think
you can you can give these to other people if you want.
No, that
Put
looks
them on
if
fire
anything,
too.
I'd use that flame effect specifically with dead Autobots, basically, that got hit by missiles. So,
that'd be a good way to
Turmoil,
use it.
The custom uses a
Put one right in Prowl's mouth.
Yeah.
I actually could do
Little
that
ones will
since
do nicely.
Yeah.
Speaking of Prowl, actually, I just finished the stop motion, so I'll show it momentarily. But the entire thing with his custom is he takes Blitzwing's head, removes the mouth, and keeps the visor head, and paints everything all dark black. And it's transformable. I really like how he was able to make this thing look like a very beefy tank. I actually might try and attempt it myself when I have the parts and a duplicate Megatron at hand, because it is a very cool custom for what he did in this entire endeavor of his. He's been making customs for, I don't know now, 7 months, not 7 months, a few years now. And also, speaking of customs, my Soundwave here I finally finished. So after getting some new shelves for my room, basically, I was cleaning up our van, and I actually found Soundwave's shoulder cannon finally. So now he's fixed, and his custom visor is back to normal. For a while, I was using his actual gun here as his shoulder cannon.
You know,
so that's the Yellow-Eyed Legacy one for reference. He painted it up red.
You know, it's
and
funny
removed the
because
backpack.
I always told Toy Warp that Soundwave, to me, is what would happen if Optimus Prime went rogue.
Honestly, I would
could see
agree.
it.
It's
I
just,
can see it too.
it's just like, oh no, Prime has went AWOL and he's lost his red.
Also, speaking of Prime, for my stand for my tablet, I use 86 Optimus' trailer. That is the that that just proves what you could use anything for like a stop motion.
Yeah. For
I
years now, I've been using the box for Legacy, TelaTraan, and Orion packs as a stand to get my laptop to just the right height to get my face, because it's exactly the right size box. So I've just been using that for years.
Why not?
I will
And
send you
also-
guys the video. I saw this video. A guy created some G1 Transformers, and they're voice activated. And when you say transform, it has like the cartoon transforming sound, and then they transform. And he showed off Megatron, who had voice. He must have put like the cartoon voices.
Quick
into
question:
it
in
by
this
some-
video, was there like a gray, not a gray, a tannish yellow Jeep?
No. So this was just Megatron, Grimlock, and Optimus, and it
Oh,
had
so these were the
Peter Cullen
Robosons.
and yeah, and Frank Welker, and he said transform, and it would it would go from robot to dinosaur or car mode and go back, and it was the coolest thing. It took like maybe like 10 seconds, and with
And we all
Prime,
saw the
his
new
thing was
Robosim
all the way
Bumblebee.
around. Yes, we did.
Yeah, I'm shocked that they actually are doing him. I mean, I'm at least happy now we can all say goodbye to the first Bumblebee, even though most likely that first Bumblebee is going to be cheaper now since it doesn't transform.
Yeah. Oh, I'm interested in seeing the big box of Mr. Magnus' stuff before I get too sidetracked.
Oh yeah, he
well,
always
All right, Mr. Magnus can do his thing. I'm going to do one more stop motion, then I'll share my stuff that I have.
Mr. Magnus makes his reveals feel like Christmas every time.
Yeah.
Well, just before Mr. Magnus said on Bockarts, you had mentioned since we were talking comics and fire already. What was your reference
Wait,
to that
fire?
statement?
We don't have open flames here.
Oh,
We
I
gotta make
sent
sure we
you,
don't cause the house to go up.
Parody comic page of Grimlock with some characters from other fiction playing with fire.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Oh, okay.
It's sent by Zetum.
Actually, where did you send it?
Is this in
Instagram.
correlation
Okay.
with our next segment?
Not necessarily.
Oh, by
It's
the
just what I saw of it when Anthony mentioned how one of the Armada, Cyclonus Armada, got blasted by like a fire blast or something from Grimlock or whoever he said it was.
since,
Oh, yeah, in the
Grimlock killed
comic.
you all.
since it's like my birthday weekend, I won't be doing TelaTraan 2 because I've got like plans for the night. But I did want to like come on and hang out with everyone for it since it's been a couple.
Well, I'm
weeks.
at least happy you
Things
could
like
join
that.
us today.
But yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
it's been a while.
Wait, have you seen my 200 subscriber video yet?
I did not. I've been very busy with work, but I will if. someone can
Maybe
send-
we might be able to share like like a good chunk of it before we end stream tonight after I finish these 2 stop motions.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
But I will be back full time next week. It's just been very busy the last couple weeks with work and other stuff, so I'll be
Yeah.
start doing
Well,
TelaTraan 2.
I'm on your same page. I haven't been
Cool.
able to do a stop motion within an entire week. I was able to finish a special project that I cannot go into detail yet. But I was able to finish that project this last week. And on top of that, my room is completely clean, so I'll be attempting a 4-minute long stop motion using everything I got.
Nice. I
Oh,
did want
boy.
to ask because I haven't been too active and stuff. So what's the thing going on with the characters for TelaTraan 2 where like we do like
Last week,
run 'em or something? What is
The
that?
first week we did Jazz. Last week I think we did Sandstorm, and this week we're doing Grimlock.
Yeah, so what is that? Are you
The-
like just like doing backstories on the characters or like
Just
what's
talking
going on?
about the characters.
And
Oh,
fan
okay,
fictions and whatever you can bring up yourself.
Mhm.
You ought to hear the story that I just shot out for Holler, dude. I mean, it just
Oh,
rolled
and
throughout
Holler.
the whole stream, and by the end of it, we had a solid backstory for
All right,
him.
I'll tell you what. I
Well,
promise.
can you give
this
me
week-
like a short segment, Mr. Magnus, on what his story is?
This week I will watch those and I will like catch up, and then I'll be doing it next week.
Cool.
Well, the
I wanna
good thing
know what
about
his
these
story
is all of our videos are recorded, so you can just go watch the Holler episode
Yeah.
on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what
I
I plan
wanna
on
hear it
doing.
live.
I've just been, man, adulting is so hard. I've been so busy with work and everything, and just like planning and stuff. I haven't had the time, and it sucks.
Mr. Magnus, could you give me like a short summary of what his story is for Holler?
It's available on YouTube.
There
I
you
feel
go.
like it's so awesome. He makes it sound
We're not
so
going to take
awesome.
away from this stream to rehash one we've already done. When you can just click on
Fair
YouTube
point,
and go
fair
watch.
point.
Yeah,
There you
he
go.
makes it sound so awesome that you just have to watch the thing in full to understand just how epic he made it.
Exactly.
And to see how it evolved.
I
It's
will
like
tell you,
somebody would bring out another point, and we're like, oh, but then you could. It was like watching an infomercial. But wait, there's more.
I will tell you, Mr. Magnus is a man of culture, and anything that he does is cinema. It deserves your full undivided attention.
There
That's
you
right.
go. And on that note, over to Mr. Magnus. What is your reveal for the week?
All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh boy.
5. We've got 5 Transformers and 3 Gargoyles here.
Gargoyles!
Gargoyles!
So we all know him and love him. This was the Galvatron that we had,
86. 86.
and then the
I knew it!
86 came out in the toy color or in the movie colors.
Yeah.
Actually,
The-
quick.
Of course, this one's got the upgrade on it where it's actually got the metal chain link holding the Matrix around his neck.
That's the
question.
coolest thing to me.
Quick question: how hard is it to find that Galvatron? Because the Walmart near me, as lame as their section is, there's a Galvatron. There's an '86 Galvatron sitting on the shelf for the last 2 weeks.
I have not seen one. Other than these all came from BBTS. These
Okay.
all came from Big Bad Toy Store. The reason I use Big Bad Toy Store is they do not charge you when you order it. So as soon as it drops, I put in my pre-order for 2 or 4 or however many I'm planning on getting of that set.
Right,
As I find them in the wild, I can go to my order and take one off.
right.
Take one off. So these are all ones that I never saw in the wild.
Okay.
Spin, to answer your
Interesting.
question, a few of my friends have seen him in my area, like in 2 different Walmarts that are not near me, basically. They've seen him just chilling around. It seems like
Yeah.
everybody might have gotten him early either from Costco, theoretically, or from somewhere else, or most likely just bought him offline.
Maybe.
You
No.
know,
Yeah.
Magnus, on Big Bag Toy Store, they have the flagship series Bumblebee on sale for $949.99 if you want them.
Is that the
27
Robotron one?
Robosin, yeah.
Yeah, it's 27% off
Look
from
at
the
me,
original
I actually
1300.
transformed.
Back to Mr. Magnus.
We got the DK01 upgrade for Combiners Wars Constructicons.
Nice.
Nice.
That with the, is it like cheaper now that the new set's coming out?
Yes. Well, it was hard to find before. Now, this one I'm really disappointed in. I really thought that this was going to be bigger. If I'd have known it was going to be this small, I would not have ordered it. But I got the Transformers 1 Studio Series Megatron.
Oh yeah.
And
The
he's
one
tiny.
that everybody makes the meme.
Yeah.
The meme
He is kind of small.
Yeah, he's tiny. He's
That's
like,
the toy in specific that they choose to use the meme for who will die first, Sentinel, Ironhide, or, well, Megatron can't physically die in this sequence unless Ironhide kills him.
I do
Well-
want to ask Magnus, I kind of want his opinion. Do you like that version of his tank better, or do you like the Armada version of the tank better, where it looks more like a military tank?
And everything, Mr. Magnus is frozen for a moment.
Oh, I thought he was just
Sound like-
disassociating.
As we-
While we're waiting, you guys want to zoom in and see what I'm doing for the transformation here?
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause I think he will be back in a moment. But yeah, let's see your transformation.
As you can see, I'm doing Slipstream finally. And
Look
so-
up what the weather's doing.
Oh, Bill has sent me a message saying his power went out.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Do it.
That
he's
is not
he's
good.
he's west of me if I remember right. 'Cause he's in Indiana or some state to the west of Ohio, correct?
He is
Yeah.
in Indiana, and Mario. Hello, Children
Yeah,
of Primus,
so
and hello,
I'll
Mario.
probably, I might
Welcome
be getting
again.
what he's getting now in a bit.
Where is Toy Warp
from
tonight?
T2.
Oh, he doesn't usually come
Being
to
lucky in
TelaTraan, too.
Florida.
I know that.
Till
He's
the
my
hurricane
dad.
season.
I was just gonna say, I was just taking photos of Transformers One Megatron because Megatronus is his idol. That's the Fallen's real name, and I was like, I don't mind that he's small, but I knew what size he was gonna be because I knew he was just a deluxe. They made all the Transformers One guys a little on the smaller side, but I didn't mind because they all scale with each other. Like he's the same size as the
Ow.
Optimus and stuff.
That's what I was thinking when Mr. Magnus said that Megatron was smaller. So I was going to ask, does he scale with all the other TF1 characters the same, or is he smaller than the other characters?
I will say
He's
about that
the same
design,
size.
I can appreciate how while they can't really do the gun mode anymore, they did do their best to keep his robot mode almost a carbon copy of the cartoon
Mm-hmm.
design. I
So,
appreciate
like here he is with Optimus, and they're about the same size. And these are the only okay. Sentinel and Bumblebee are just starting to come out, but these are the only studio series guys they've done from that movie so far. Sentinel's bigger because he's supposed to be bigger. Bumblebee's a bit smaller than these two, and they scale with each other basically. But these guys are just deluxes, whereas a lot of these guys, a lot of Optimuses and Megatrons are typically Voyagers, which are a little bit bigger.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. This guy he has regular colors. He's over there. It's just in tank mode. So I brought out the crazy colored version.
G2 colors.
that.
Yeah.
That kind of looks like the Armada version of Megatron, which is kind of cool.
Given that this is based on a toy from 1993, I think the actual answer is Armada Megatron was kind of riffing on this guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which
Well, it wasn't the underarm cannon thing that Armada Megatron does. Wasn't that loosely based off of something the G1 Megatron toy could do?
Yeah, that's why because the original G1 Megatron toy had that barrel that came out of his side.
Mhm.
That's why the Armada version does that too. Even though he doesn't really look like G1 Megatron otherwise.
soon as a reveal, I'll actually have some Armada toys. I found this
Ooh.
2-pack of Optimus and Megatron, and Toy Warp got it for me for my birthday when I was a kid. It actually
Oh.
comes with the DVD of the final episode called The Final Battle.
Nice.
And like I really like
Even
the
the Rescue
designs
Bot
that
toys came with
Optimus-
DVDs, and which is shocking to me, which I just recently discovered.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
looking forward to getting the Armada version of Ratchet. I call them by their Japanese names, not the English names, because that Armada is more of a Ratchet, whereas the guy in Cybertron's way more red alert,
I will
like
say
G1
that
like personality wise.
what I found was interesting with this battle pack is Optimus is very, very, very specifically based around his G1 design
Oh
compared
yeah,
to
I know which ones you're
Armada
talking
design.
about. The
Yeah.
ultimate battle.
Yeah, and it's only online for maybe like $50, and I plan on getting 2 of them so I could open one of them.
Cool.
Maybe I'll like keep the original with the DVD in the box, and again, then the second release because there is a second version of it. That's the one that I'll open just as the toys.
Yeah,
But they're
I
the
know
exact
exactly
same
which versions
ones.
you're talking about.
They're cool. They're cool. It brings me back to a day where Transformers weren't so hard to transform at times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I still like, even though I didn't get into them until like a few years ago, I like that Armada Cyclonus slash Slamstorm and Demolitor, who's called Ironhide in Japan, because their Minicon integration's so good on both of them, both with the ones they come with and then what they can do with additional ones. Those, like, I would still keep those toys, even if they make, like, really good updates for them in the current lines. I'll still
Yeah.
keep those at least, because I feel like the Armada Decepticons out of the Lunacron trilogy, or really the duology, really, like I like the Decepticon, the Armada Decepticons more, whereas Autobots I like the Energon slash Superlink with the, in the pants slash shirt combining and
It's
going all crazy
you're
with
talking about
those.
like the modern Armada figures that they're doing in the Legacy toy line, and how it's kind of an interesting trade-off because the new ones that they put out of these characters, like they're articulated now, they have proper joints, they're not bricks, but also they don't come with minicons and they can't do a bunch of gimmicks based around that. Where you
Mhm.
I
pop the
would.
Minicon in and
I
they shoot a
will
missile or something.
say that I saw that toy guy. He had on his review for Ratchet, i.e. Red Alert. He has like a traditional, like on my Unicron trilogy style Minicon port, not
Yeah.
a 5 millimeter port in place of a Minicon. So you could actually use classic Minicons on them. Obviously, nothing's gonna spring up, but you can still attach them
I've been
if you have any
rewatching
still.
Armada, and I came up with a theory, and I want to know what you think. So I was watching Starscream, and I've decided I think that Starscream is the Daffy Duck of the Transformers universe.
that
That's despicable.
that works.
He sounds like him, yes. They even have a similar voice, and they're always being bagged on by the more popular characters.
Now, speaking of Daffy Duck, have you ever really paid attention to the earlier, not the earliest, but more of the, I guess that would be the 70s, 80s version of Daffy Duck when he just started having like the crazy laugh every now and then?
Yes.
I really love that laugh. Like, that's just a specific Daffy Duck laugh when he's just going nuts and just all over the place.
What's cool is I was watching Looney Tunes back in action the other day because I like Looney Tunes and like Space Jam and stuff, and like I like that crossover, and he did that a lot, and it really reminded me of the cartoon.
Is
Nice.
that the movie with Daffy and Porky that
No,
came out
that's the
recently?
day the Earth blew up.
Um, I will say there is a special scene in that I thought was cool where Matthew Lillard was in it, and he was at the table with Scooby and Shaggy, and he was like, "Hey man, I just tried to make your character look really good," and they're like, "Hey man, if you freak on me, I'm I'm gonna beat you up," and they're like threatening him, and it's like you really have to pay attention because it's like a 3 second scene in passing when all the cartoons are sitting having dinner together,
Wow.
and I'm just like I miss the early 2000s for comedy like that.
Yeah, that was a handoff specifically because you remember Frank Welker. No, not Frank Welker. Who did Casey Kasem did Shaggy, right?
He did until Matthew Lillard took over after the
Yeah,
movie,
and Matthew Lillard was the guy that took over. So in that scene, you have Matthew Lillard talking to the Casey Kasem Shaggy, and that was like the handoff of the voice actors because he started voicing him after that. That's
which
why
I
they put that in there.
appreciate. Like, it's kind of like giving both actors their flowers, and you
Yeah.
don't really get stuff like that in cinema these days. So it
Mhm.
really makes me
I
appreciate
just heard somebody's
much
Discord
they
notification.
put into stuff.
Yeah, and that's why Shaggy was like, "You messed this up. I'm gonna beat you up." It's
My
one voice
reviews
actor
are
to
ready
the other. Oh, by the way, here's the Fallen's tank mode. I've been transforming him this whole time.
On fire. It's an oven,
Yeah.
actually. It's now an actual oven, except with a cannon.
Again, I can take the flame effects off, but why would you want to? They're just so much cooler.
No,
It
they
looks
know-
like he's
look
oozing
very
lava.
cool.
Looking at
Yeah.
that, do you know what I think would be cool? I think it'd be cool if they released a figure from the '86 movie where Prime was cut and they had a cool like little blue bolt effect coming out from the side.
Yeah.
Battle
Oh,
damage.
effects parts are great.
Mm.
The I always like the ones that came with Rodimus Prime. I always give them to people. One of them was already used in my photo shoot, which is why I got them. Anytime you get fire or blasts or anything, any figures that come with that, they just automatically go up in my estimation.
I saw someone made a custom of Daniel when he was in the suit, in the exosuit.
Oh, there's
And-
a YouTuber that made a full-on custom setup of all the, like the little robot guys from the planet. Like, this guy does serious, like, it's all old stuff because it's all in stop motion, but he made multiple customs of Daniel in his exosuit, like, even an actual mini figurine of him. Like, it's very impressive.
Yeah, and he had the little effects of him like blasting it, which I thought was really cool. And it had a little stand, and you could kind of warp him to make it look like he's doing the jump before he falls on his butt.
May I now show you guys my stop motions I have for tonight?
I just want to ask, who is old? Oh, that's your dad. Never mind. I just saw. Okay, your
Oh,
dad.
Spin. I just saw a pop up on my phone. It's saying that the storm's going to come to me in 27 minutes. So
So you're on a
that's
time
probably
limit.
what Bill just got. I'll be getting in 27 minutes.
Okay.
What a
Well,
menacing thing if we all just gradually went dark one after the
Oh
other.
no!
well, I mean,
I'm
we
not
went.
supposed to have any storms in my area until next week, I think.
Well, we went dark yesterday, because it's been raining since Friday, and it's still raining, and I
We've
think
been
until
chilling with
tomorrow.
80-degree weather, baby.
So, Mr. Magnus did say his power went out, and it's raging outside, which has been upgraded to a tornado watch. Which,
Well,
if it is a tornado, he said he is going to go out and take a picture of it. So I'm like, Mr. Magnus, you are brave.
He did say
Mario,
he liked Twister.
yes, Mario
Hey, I like
says,
Twister too.
I'm keeping my
Blue and green's my favorite scene.
I'm keeping my expectations for Studio Series 86 at the lowest, but also says, speaking of the Transformers 1 Megatron from Studio Series, I'm curious how would you guys can predict cautions for the reveal of the G1 Megatron leader class for Studio Series 86.
that's going to be interesting. We all know
gonna
it's
be a
coming,
big
right?
boy variant of they're gonna just do what all those KOs do, and they're gonna make the Siege War for Cybertron Megatron bigger with the Earthrise Megatron bigger with a better design and a better look, and maybe a tank slash maybe hidden gun transformation.
It's weird. We know what is coming. They have not shown it off. We know for a fact that
And we know
Studio
that there's
Series,
an 86 Soundwave coming.
yeah, Studio Series 86 is like we have to be as animation accurate as possible.
And
They
well,
can't
I mean,
do
we
that with
just got
Megatron because it
Perceptor.
can't be a gun.
We just
They've
got
said-
Perceptor.
Yeah, they said he's going to be a tank, so it's going to be a question of how accurate can they make him when he has to change into something else. So it's going to be real interesting to see.
It's simple. Make him turn into something, and then have him secretly turn into something else, aka a gun.
With this
Yeah.
new CGI series coming, I'm excited to see what kind of toys we get from that.
May I
Are you
now?
talking about Wild
um,
King?
Yeah.
Oh, we've seen the
saw
toys.
Have you? I don't know too
fan
much
sub of
about
the
it.
first 2 episodes.
I haven't
Yeah.
been able to like look into it too much yet. I just know that it's coming, so I don't know anything about it really yet.
Okay,
The
so there's
first
2
2 episodes came out, and I think they're after the first 2, they're releasing like a 1 a week. I know
Yeah, it's a
Slag
Japan-only thing.
Podcast did a summary, gave all the information about it. And then if you want to look at the toys,
They're all
Agent
childlike,
Orange,
except for
ORINJ, he did a good or Botbender Orange, I think he goes by now. Same spelling for the orange. He went like looking at the toys carefully in like 2 or 3 videos.
How do you watch it?
just on YouTube.
Oh,
He's
it's on
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Shall I?
Oh yeah, I got some stuff up on my screen if you want to see what the stuff what the toys look like.
Yeah.
Holy
Okay,
Boximus Prime!
So they kind of
Yeah.
look like McDonald's toys.
Yes.
That's
they're
a McDonald's Boxy Optimus.
this is the thing you have to understand. You got Studio Series and you got Legacy of the Primes for guys like us. Wild King is a children's line, like that first and foremost. So it's going to be boxy and durable because these are the types of things that you got to get thrown around and survive getting
the
thrown
Transformers
around.
1 main line is very durable because I saw my friend actually just take all the Transformers 1 toys and kept throwing them at a brick wall for like
Crazy.
2 hours straight, and they didn't break.
I will say
Yeah.
I do like the design of the toys.
Who is?
And when I
it's
saw
the designer
it was
of all
called
the
Wild
fossilizers.
King, I thought that
Yeah.
it was going to be like Beast
Well,
Wars.
the T-Rex
Well, there they are.
ones.
I'm
So
assuming
how
you
this
have
is going to work
Cool
is
Impactor, just because I see the Spinosaurus.
Yeah,
this is going to be a show
I had to
about
put-
combiners.
use
So
that bit there. His head up here. His head bit I could have used down here or up here, but I put it there just so it looked like he had that extra spine out of his back compared to.
Spin.
This
I have
one-
my stop motion set up.
So does that mean that these toys are Japan only as well?
Yeah, so they're gonna, and the way they're gonna work is they're gonna be combiners. So you see Optimus here with his like
Wait, are they
these
doing?
two.
What's the
and then you can
Cyberplank
combine with them.
series again called?
Oh, okay. That's I mean, that
Cybertron.
looks like really
They're
ugly.
doing what Cybertron Optimus did, the fat chunky one.
Well, no, that's
They-
Energon / Super Link you're
Energon,
thinking
my
of.
bad.
These two
middle
do
one.
have their own robot modes. They may not be in this gallery, but they are proper like.
Why are
combiner
they
limbs and everything.
giraffes?
Was that Megatron up there?
Yeah, he's next in this gallery once I get down here.
Yeah, they
So
showed
they
the-
also made a big Megatron.
That's
Okay,
nice.
that Megatron I'd be willing to buy. That looks good.
Yeah, and he's got like a claw gun thing. He changes into a tank because of course he does. His legs come off because he can combine.
I will say,
Oh, the horns come off. What is
Yeah.
the final
Crown.
picture? What is that picture that we just saw?
Oh, they're just showing his transformation off.
I-
There's his tank mode.
I like the tank mode, and like I don't mind Megatron being a tank because if he wasn't
That's our
fun,
mod of Megatron right there.
it makes sense for him to be a tank. I mean, it's kind of as close as you can get to him being a gun, so I'm not mad at it. I just think that the one thing I don't like is with the combiners, like all being like different colors, it kind of makes it look like an LGBT like pride release.
There's no dark green on that flag, I don't think.
Which, to me, I probably wouldn't combine it just because I think all the different colors makes it kind of look
Yeah.
way too cartoony and ugly. But that's just me.
Either way, like these aren't coming out here anyway. These are Japan only.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, before we round up, I know Impactor has a few things to see because we have just a couple minutes left. So, Impactor, over to you.
Alright, so this is the first one that I did at the beginning of the stream with Prowl.
Oh, geez, you did that live, eh? It's impressive.
Very.
And then the next one I did Slipstream, and I really much I love this.
Oh yeah, I saw you just stand and you had him in plane mode.
But the transformation, as you can see, is very smooth with how she flips into her jet mode. And then the final thing, which is
Better not piss in my head.
my channel video, since our buddy here, Prime Killer, since you haven't been here for a while.
Yeah, I can I'm happy I could come on and after being busy and celebrate my birthday with you guys a little bit. You know, I've missed being on stream, so.
If Spin is so nice enough to share this video, this is my 200 subscriber video. Alrighty, let's enjoy this video.
419, okay. I like the palm trees.
Yeah.
So there I am on the lookout, when out of nowhere, these high beams light up my rear view. And then it hits me. I'm illegally parked.
Another parking ticket.
Better.
I like you using the Hanna-Barbera theory of backgrounds.
Bingo.
It reminds me of those old boomerang things where you see the little cars driving by. Well, it's like,
And I even
what
did
the
the
boomerang?
vehicle with Lego.
themselves.
You know me, RC. Mess with Cliff Jumper.
And you get the horns.
I love the
Not
palm
sure
trees
how that complies
disappearing
with
into the
Autobot
box.
rule number one.
Yep.
Keep a low profile.
What can I say? Patrolling for Energon out here in Dolesville gets lonesome. Almost makes me miss the Decepticons.
You know, it kind of sounds like Dwayne
Jasper,
Johnson.
Nevada's a party.
It is.
That's who it
We're
is,
alone
yeah.
wherever
Oh.
we travel on this rock cliff.
They got him for one episode for spoiler-tastic reasons.
They probably spent so much money on that.
Yeah.
Are those
Transformers,
Legos?
Transformers Prime was an expensive show. Like,
I don't-
apparently they blew through their budget way too quickly.
I don't remember that, but it was such a good show. I'm not surprised they were able to. It was very popular.
Mm-hmm.
The fire effects are.
RC, about that backup. Fair warning, boys. I'll put a few dings in ya.
That's such a horror movie shot.
I just imagine like hearing Dwayne Johnson say that and then coming down at you. I would scream. I know it's not supposed to be comical, but I love the like comedic effect of like the punches and stuff with the toys. It's so good.
Yep.
Instruments of destruction.
The energon, it's worthless to me now.
I will say, seeing all the boxes in front of the door, that looks like a fire hazard impactor.
Scream. It's been a while. So, where's your master? Never mind him. I am my own master. Any more questions?
Oh.
Interesting trick with the clay.
Mm-hmm.
Clean that up.
Cinema.
But yeah, that is the 200 subscriber video, aka the first 4 minutes of Transformers Prime.
I have to give you your flowers, man, because the way that you work around the all the limitations you have with stop motion, it works. It's enjoyable.
Well, trust me, I still have the stop motion, and my plan is maybe, let's just say, I get the rest of the Prime cast that I'm missing, and I recreate the entire episode.
Just be careful, because if there's a fire in that one scene, you'd have been screwed. So.
Well, the boxes are kept away, not to mention I'm going to be storing away half of all my boxes because I'm trying to have more space in my room because I have a few more shelves now coming into my room, and an entire desk setup. So sooner or later, you guys won't see this background.
You know what I would recommend for backgrounds in your stop motions? Maybe if you looked into getting some of the like nature Lego sets. I think that could be interesting for the stop motions.
I only need meta backgrounds for these stop motions because I can just recreate the scenes themselves in big boy scale. If it'll even play, I don't know why my tablet hates me.
What?
The entire city setup for Transformers Dark of Moon's intro.
Oh yeah, I'd always like to see Prowl done properly. He's a cool character. He deserves his flowers as well.
Oh no, I'm good. I checked the weather earlier today, especially since it's Sunday. I know Bill, the guy that lives, not the
Okay. I just realized we're on a hot mic.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, most people just want Earthrise Prowl to be properly released in some form because you can only get him in that 2-pack with Ironhide that was an Amazon exclusive.
$200.
Yeah, back when the Amazon exclusive meant they made like 5 of them and that was it. And so the fact that they finally released him again and it was in a pack where he was screaming and being shot as part of the movie thing, people like weren't happy about that. They're like, well, no, give us a normal one that we can just have.
The lucky thing is that there's a person out there that discovered that there is a way to remove his chest piece actually. And what you can do is you buy, like, let's just say Silver Streak, since he's the cheapest one you can buy out there. You remove his chest, paint it white like G1 Prowl, and then you slap it onto the dead Prowl's body, and then you buy, let's just say, or just use the Silver Streak head and paint it up into Prowl, basically. A lot of people have done that before.
I love that Bach is just like on the phone on stream without a care in the world.
Hold on, let me unmute him. There we go.
If I had to say, this is my personal favorite Prowl.
Oh yeah, the Prime one. I'm impressed at how quickly you can transform him because I had Smokescreen back in the day and he was really complicated. So the fact that you just really quickly flipped him around for the stop motion was like quietly very impressive to me.
Trust me, it's a natural thing for some odd reason I have. I was able
Mhm.
to transform Dark of the Moon Q without instructions.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
speaking of, I don't know if you've known about this Prime Killer, but in my collection, I just recently acquired the super hard and elusive Transformers Dark of the Moon Q.
Yeah, not the Studio
Ooh.
Series one, a vintage one from that didn't come out in the US because the line got canceled.
Yep, and so now I have him, and that's actually the reason why I created this stop motion here. Actually, the entire Nest base episode, not episode, the entire Nest base scene from Dark of the Moon, I will be recreating.
I sent the YouTube short, if you're able to share it quickly, in Children of Primus of one of the Transformers I was telling you guys about, the voice activated ones.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
the Robosons.
Yeah, yeah.
well,
I don't know if you've shown them off yet, but I saw that one in Grimlock. Like I said, I'll have to catch up with the streams last couple of weeks.
Also, quick question for you guys: which works better with Slipstream? The no jet propellers or the jet propellers with her? I don't know personally.
I add the jet propellers because I think it adds more visual interest.
Like it
That's
just
if I had
looks
to vote.
weird slightly.
well, Bark has the storm going on behind him, but we do have
Oh,
to
oh, he just walked outside.
switch over to TelaTraan 2 because it is past our TelaTraan 1 segment. So
Oh boy.
yeah, everyone do
All right.
like and subscribe to our channel, and also to Set 'em Bach Arts, Prime Killer, Fear Courage, and to Impactor Productions. So catch us next week on our TelaTraan 1 segment, and right now we're going to TelaTraan 2. So till all are one.
Till all are
All
one.
are one.